Houston-area high schools. Now, here's the man with the questions, Chip Beal.
This is the second semifinal match of the 5th annual Texaco Star Academic Challenge, and the winning team is assured of no less than $12,500 in Texaco Foundation scholarships. Bellaire versus Clear Brook. The winner will advance to face Klein Forest in the finals. Now, this sound means, and I think we have some Klein Forest fans in the audience, this sound means you're right. This sound means you're wrong. This tone, the end of each period. Good luck to both schools. The first question of the warm-up round is worth 5 points. A scientist who makes regular use of these concepts: penetrance, phenotype, dihybrid, expressivity.
Bellaire Jeffrey.
Geneticist.
Genetics is the branch of biology. Right. For 10 points, Nathaniel Wyeth led a party of immigrants up the Platte and Sweetwater rivers and then through South Pass to the Snake River. They then followed the Columbia River into the Willamette Valley. What trail had...
Clear Brook Amy.
Washington?
No. What trail had he established, Bellaire?
Bellaire Michael.
Oregon Trail.
The Oregon Trail. Right, you're on. A 5-pointer. 8 major islands comprise the Hawaiian Islands: Hawaii, Kahulaui, Kauai, Lanai, Maui, Molokai, Niihau, and Oahu. On which of these islands is Pearl Harbor?
Clear Brook Chris.
Oahu.
Oahu is right, and Clear Brook is now on the scoreboard. A 10-pointer. Philadelphia is a great sports city. It is home to major league teams in baseball, basketball, football, and hockey. Name all 4.
Bellaire Jeffrey.
Baseball is the Phillies. Hockey is the Flyers. Football is the Eagles. And basketball is the 76ers.
You got them all, Jeffrey. Nicely done. Visual question worth 5, so we'll ask you to check out your screen here in the Channel 2 studio. This tiny dog originated in China.
Clear Brook Victor.
Pekingese.
That's the answer. Victor, Pekingese. For 5 points, according to a Houston Post poll, what is the #1 reason people want to leave the city?
Clear Brook Amy.
Crime?
Crime is the answer. 5 points for Amy and Clear Brook, and another 5-pointer. A circle divides a plane into 3 sets of points. What are they?
Bellaire Jeffrey.
Points inside the circle, points outside the circle, and the circle itself.
That's the answer. That's correct. 5 points. A little 10th grade geometry there, Jeffrey. For 10 points, name the 2 cultures on which Guatemala is based.
Clear Brook Victor.
The Spanish and the Indian.
More specific.
The Mestizo Indian.
No. I'll go on for Bellaire. 1 European and 1 New World.
Bellaire Erica.
Spanish and Mayan?
Spanish and Mayan is what we're looking for 10 points. I guess this means it's your turn, Bert, eh? Or maybe someone from Clear Brook. For 5 points, which term is not related in meaning to the others? Demure, hubris, narcissism, hauteur, aloof.
Bellaire Bert.
Hauteur. No.
Clear Brook Chris.
Demure means modest. The others describe someone who's arrogant. For 10 points, a music question. Listen to one of Kenny Rogers' greatest hits and name that tune.
You got to know.
Clear Brook Chris.
The Gambler.
The Gambler is right. I have a 10-point math question. Find the measure of each interior angle in a regular convex polygon where each exterior angle equals 10 degrees.
Bellaire Jeffrey.
170.
170 is right. You have 10 points. I have a 5-pointer. George Washington holds the distinction of being the only U.S. president to have served as an officer under the British in the French and Indian War. What was his rank as commander-in...
Bellaire Bert.
Brigadier General.
No, he wasn't Brigadier General. Commander-in-Chief of the Virginia Militia in that...
Clear Brook Victor.
Colonel.
He was a colonel. Right, for 5 points. Another 5-pointer. What is the specific term given to a representation of Christ on the cross? It also...
Bellaire Erica.
Crucifix?
Crucifix. It also loosely applies to the cross itself. And for 10 points, copyrights are registered through the Library of Congress Copyright Office. Trademarks are recorded with the Patent and Trademark Office of which cabinet department?
Clear Brook Chris.
Commerce Department.
The Commerce Department is correct for 10 points. Let's check that score. It's 45 to 55 in favor of Bellaire, and a 5-point visual for you. What are any of the various plants of the genus Cucurbitaceae?
Bellaire, Erica.
Squash.
Squash is right, having a fleshy, edible fruit with a hard rind. For 5 points, observe the speed limit. Don't rev your engine. Avoid idling. Change fluids and filters.
Clear Brook, Chris.
That's how to keep good gas mileage.
That's what we're looking for. Well done. There's the tone. We're out of time in the warm-up round. We'll resume play with a bonus round and take time out to meet the contestants in just a moment. Mike Mastandria told me during the commercial break that they didn't miss one. 100% correct during the first period. 50 for Clear Brook, 60 for Bellaire. Who will go on? Wish both of you could go on to the finals, but in a short while we'll know which one will. Bellaire High School, let's meet them now. An all-senior team. Bert Huang is the captain, National Merit semifinalist, president, National Honor Society, associate editor, yearbook staff, vice president, Mu Alpha Theta. On weekdays, an Eagle Scout, but on weekends, he becomes a Girl Scout. Okay. Next is Erica Jonitz, National Merit semifinalist is Erica, International Baccalaureate diploma candidate, historian of the German Club. She participated in the Summer Academy in Braunschweig, Germany, and was voted fairest Texaco team member. Now we move along to Jeffrey Chuang, a National Merit semifinalist, president of Mu Alpha Theta, vice president of the Taiwanese Youth Association, and it says he enjoys working difficult math problems, as he demonstrated in the last quarter. And Michael Zamsky, National Merit semifinalist, captain of the debate team, vice president, Model UN, who does not enjoy working difficult math problems. Well, it'll look good for the camera, Michael, if you just kind of rip up your paper next time we have a math question, throw it behind your shoulder. Their alternates are Michael Eichberg and Lior Strahilovitz. Sponsor, Mrs. Ida Medlin. That's the group from Bellaire High School. They won it all 2 years ago. And now Clear Brook High School. Welcome to Amy Huang, captain, president of Junior State, vice chair at Girls State, varsity soccer player. She attended Texas Governor's School. Next to Amy is Chris Gray, bass player in the orchestra, member of the All-Region Orchestra, All-Region Jazz Ensemble, and columnist for Connection, and founder of the Future Conservatives of America. James Faust, a member of the Phil Graham Senate Club, a National Merit Committed Scholar, tuba player in the band, and Latin Club parliamentarian. And finally, Victor Rosales, officer of the Spanish Club, volunteer for the National Hispanic Institute, and he's in Who's Who. Alternates Brad Shaver and William Tran, coaches Karen Mayo Albrecht and Lee Yeager. That's the team from Clear Brook. Now our team of judges. First, Professor Tom Hudson, Department of Physics, University of Houston. And Mike Mastandria, the chief judge of the Texaco Star National Academic Championship and the president of Score Unlimited. Their decisions will be final. We're going right on to the bonus round. If you get a toss-up right, you'll get a conference period on a series which could add 50 points to your score. Shakespeare's your first bonus. First, this 10-point toss-up. The whitest of all tuna fish has a flavor resembling...
Clear Brook, Chris.
Albacore.
Albacore is right. For 10 points, its flavor resembles chicken. Clear Brook has tied the score. Shakespeare is your bonus. Here's your 5-pointer. In Julius Caesar, Brutus addresses the crowd, Romans, countrymen, and lovers. How does Mark Antony beg in his address? No, that should be, how does Mark Antony begin his address?
Friends, Romans, countrymen.
Yes, that is right. Okay. For 10 points, identify the two plays having Richard in the title.
Richard the Third and Richard the Second.
Yes, I couldn't decide whether the second or first to pick the right one. For 15 points in Hamlet, what two men jump into the grave and begin fighting? Remember the vivid scene from the movie?
Hamlet and
His new dad, his new father.
Claudius.
No, it was Hamlet and Laertes. Okay, well, you picked up 15, and Clear Brook has a 15-point lead. We will have a DOS bonus. First, this 10-point toss-up. What 14-letter word describes cosmetics and skin cleansing agents designed for sensitive...
Bellaire Erica.
Non-comedogenic?
No, but that's a good try.
Clear Brook Amy.
Hypoallergenic?
Hypoallergenic is right for 10 points. And Clear Brook, the team of Amy, Chris, James, and Victor huddling together, give the basic DOS command for each of the following. For 5 points, allows conditional execution of a DOS command.
If then?
Yes. For 10 points, removes one or more files from the directory.
Delete.
CLS.
No, isn't it delete?
Your answer?
Delete.
It's not delete. It is erase. So you picked up 5. We have battle bonus next as Clear Brook leads it by 30. First, this 10-point toss-up. A fluted circular cake pan with a hole in the middle is known...
Clear Brook Amy.
A bunt pan?
A bunt pan. That's the trademark name. And battles is the bonus. Identify the rival nations in the following battles. First, for 5 points, Stalingrad.
Germany and the USSR.
Germany and the USSR.
That is the answer. For 10 points, Orléans. Or Orleans, as we might say.
France and Spain?
No, France.
France and
France
England.
and
Your answer?
England.
France and the United Kingdom?
Will we take that? England, United Kingdom. Okay, we'll accept it. For 15 points, Austerlitz.
Germany and the Allies. Germany and the Allies.
Your answer?
Germany and the Allies?
No. France and Russia or Austria. So we stop you right there. Animal Habits is your next bonus. Clear Brook leads at 115 to 60. I have a 10-point music question. Which Fleetwood Mac song has Bill Clinton adopted as his theme of generational change? Listen.
Clear Brook James.
Don't stop thinking about tomorrow.
Don't stop thinking about tomorrow is right for 10 points. Clear Brook has come to play. Animal Habits is your subject for 5 points. How does an oyster protect itself from an irritating bit of sand inside
It
its...
forms a pearl.
Yes, it secretes a pearl around it. Right. Okay. Please allow me to finish the question
I'm
during
sorry.
the bonus round. For 10 points, what habit of June bugs brings them most often to our attention?
They're mating.
They're mating?
When they stick.
When they...
They often fly into lights at night, and lights is what we needed. New Words is your next bonus. Here's a 10-point toss-up. Ernest Hemingway is one of the most celebrated American authors of the 20th century. At what occupation did Hemingway work?
Bellaire Jeffrey.
Ambulance driver?
No, I know you're going for during World War I. He was during World War I, but immediately before and after World War I, Clear Brook.
Clear Brook Chris.
He's a journalist.
He was a journalist, right, for 10 points. New Words for Clear Brook. The 1991 edition of the Random House Dictionary includes many words and slang terms coined within the last few years. Identify these new entries in the dictionary. First, for 5 points, a sexual assault committed by a person who is acquainted with his victim.
Date rape.
Acquaintance rape?
Date rape.
Date rape?
Date rape is right. For 10 points, popularized by the TV show The Simpsons. It means to go into a highly excited state of mind.
Have a cow.
Don't have a cow?
Have a cow, right? Or don't have a cow, we'll take. For 15 points, a colloquial term for the bulges at the sides of one's
Love
waist.
Love handles.
Love handles is right. And for 20 points, a place in the inner city that has been described as the opium den of the 1990s.
Crack house.
Crack house?
Crack house is right. They ran the category. And that's it for the first half of this edition of the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. When we come back, these categories for the 60 seconds round. Current events, geography, mythology, and the mystery category. During the commercial break, our judges checked out on that basic DOS question, removes one or more files from the directory. We wanted erase. They said delete. Delete on further research is ruled acceptable. So we've got to give Clear Brook the 10 points. And not only that, we've got to go on to the 15-pointer in basic DOS. Give me the basic DOS command for the following. For 15 points, sets computer to check the accuracy of data.
Answer?
Clear?
It's not clear, it is verify. So our second quarter business has come to an end. Now can we check that score? Let's see. It's 60 for Bellaire and 200 for Clear Brook. The players have been advised of the categories in the 60 seconds round. Questions, by the way, used on this program are provided by Questions Unlimited of Columbus, Ohio. Now, once you make your selection, we'll give you 60 seconds to answer as many 10-pointers as you can. When time has expired, the second team may pick up on any of the questions the first team misses or passes. And if you run the category, we'll give you a 20-point bonus. Would really help out your cause, Bellaire. Bert, what have you decided on?
Mythology.
Mythology is the subject. Start the clock. Here we go. The answer to each item is a word which comes from the name of a character from ancient mythology. An addictive, pain-killing drug from the Roman god of sleep.
Narcotic.
No? Good-humored, alternate form of Roman god Jupiter.
Jovial.
Jovial. Type of West Indian music. Homer's sea nymph.
Calypso.
That is right. Breakfast food from grain. From
Cereal.
Roman
Cereal.
Cereal. A radioactive element, Greek god of the underworld.
No. Plutonium.
Plutonium. End of a transportation route, Roman god of boundaries.
Destination.
No. Extraordinary mental or physical achievement. Mountain home of the gods.
Herculean.
No. Having erratic moods. Roman messenger of the gods.
Mercurial.
Right? Dated list of events in order of occurrence. Father of Zeus and creator of the world.
Chronology.
Right. And pertaining to land. Roman goddess of earth.
Diet.
When time runs out, they got
60 points.
60 points on mythology. A possible 40 for Clear Brook. Answer to each item is a word which comes from the name of a character from ancient mythology. An addictive, pain-killing drug from the Roman god of sleep.
Opium?
No, it's morphine from Morpheus. End of a transportation route from the Roman god of boundaries.
Terminus?
Terminus is right. Extraordinary mental or physical achievement. Mountain home of the gods.
Olympian?
Olympian or Olympic. And pertaining to land. Roman goddess of earth.
Terran?
Not Terran, terrestrial is the adjective. You picked up 20 on the leftovers, Clear Brook. A net 40 for Bellaire. Clear Brook, it's your turn up to bat. What do you have?
We'll take geography, Chip.
Geography is the subject. Amy, start the clock. Here we go. The Arlberg, Brenner, St. Bernard, and Simplon are examples of what?
Bridges?
No? West lies at what degree mark on the compass dial?
270.
270?
Right? What ocean carries most of the world's trade?
Pacific?
No? The city of Norfolk, Virginia lies at the entrance to what important bay?
Chesapeake?
Right. Which is the only African country that borders Asia?
Easy.
Egypt?
Yes. Deserts cover about a third of what two continents?
Australia.
Africa and Asia.
The southernmost tip of mainland Europe is found in what country?
Italy.
Italy?
A railroad and one of Iowa's quad cities carry the name of what island?
Rock Island?
Right. Which of the following river systems is not run through Germany? Danube, Rhine, Elbe, Rhone.
Rhone?
Right. On which peninsula? Okay, time runs out. And Mike Mustandria, how many did they get?
50 points.
50 points for Clear Brook. On geography, that means a possible 50 for Bellaire. The Arlberg, Brenner, St. Bernard, and Simplon are examples of what?
Passes.
Passes is right. Okay. So, Amy, had you just said pass, then we would have accepted your answer. Okay. What ocean carries most of the world's trade?
Atlantic.
Atlantic. Deserts cover about a third of what two continents?
Africa and Australia.
Yes. The southernmost tip of mainland Europe is found in what country?
Greece.
No, it is in Spain. And on which peninsula?
That's as far as you got.
That's as far as we got. Based on that information,
The Iberian Peninsula.
he didn't get it right. Okay, on which peninsula is Singapore located? Answer Malay. We'll be right back with Stump the Experts in just a moment. Up until this game, Bellaire has the highest average points per game this year. At this point, they're trailing 150 to 270. It's time now for Stump the Experts. That means the questions are more difficult, the stakes are higher, 15 and 20 pointers. Good luck to both teams. Remember not to answer till you've been recognized and no consultation. We'll have a 20-point art question. The king found her so different from her picture that he swore they had brought him a Flanders mare.
Clear Brook, Amy.
Queen Elizabeth.
No? Bellaire? Name the...
Bellaire, Bert.
Anne Boleyn.
No. Name the English king and the woman referred to in this sentence from a history text, Henry VIII, and that's Anne of Cleves, the painting, of course, by Holbein. For 15 points, who developed the first makeup for movie actors?
Clear Brook, Amy.
Max Factor.
Max Factor is right for 15 points. I have a 20-point math question. What is the determinant of a 2-by-2 matrix where A1 equals 3, A2 equals -1, B1 equals 4, and B2 equals 2?
Bellaire, Jeffrey.
10.
That is the answer. 10 for 20. 20 points. I have a 15-pointer. Less than 40% of American high school students have ever taken a year of any foreign language. What 4 foreign languages are now?
Clear Brook, Amy.
Spanish, French, Latin, and German.
Those are the 4 most commonly taken on the high school level in the U.S. For 20 points, it's now considered the likeliest spot for extraterrestrial life because its environment closely resembles Antarctica.
Bellaire, Bert.
The moon of Saturn, Io.
No, because its environment closely resembles Antarctica's, ice-covered, presumably with water. Name this moon of Jupiter.
Clear Brook, Victor.
Ganymede.
That's a good try. Europa is the answer. A 15-point music question. We're going to play an orchestral excerpt from a French opera and ask you to identify the composer, the opera, or the piece whose name refers to a kind of religious contemplation.
Bellaire, Bert.
That's the meditation from Thais.
Meditation is
From
all we
Thais.
need. You knew the opera, too. Thais by Jules Massenet. Another music question. How many flats are there in the D-flat major scale?
Bellaire, Jeffrey.
5.
5 is right for 15 points. That brings the score up to 300 to 200. Clear Brook in the lead. I have a 20-pointer. Which fashion publication is known by its initials WWD?
Clear Brook, Chris.
Women's Wear Daily.
Women's Wear Daily is right for 20 points. Here's a 15-point question. What special kind of light is used in industry for welding, cutting, and drilling?
Clear Brook, Amy.
Laser.
Laser is right for 15. I have a 20-pointer. Match the artist to the subject he is most known for painting. The artists are Charles Wilson Peale, John Constable, Edgar Degas, and Jasper Johns. There are the artists. Here are the subjects. The U.S. flag, landscapes, American revolutionary leaders, and ballet.
Bellaire, Bert.
Peale's American Revolutionary Leaders, Constable is Landscapes, Degas is Ballet, and John is U.S. Flag.
You got them all, Bert. That's 20 points. Now I have a visual question worth 20. Look at your screen. The artist is best known for his paintings.
Bellaire, Bert.
Degas.
Degas, that's a sculptor. Little Dancer, a 15-pointer for you. Marlon Brando will play the role of Grand Inquisitor Tomas de Torquemada, one of the enemies of what man in his next movie?
Clear Brook, Chris.
Robert Alvarez.
No. Bellaire.
Bellaire, Bert.
Don Juan.
No. Marlon Brando's next role will be in a movie about Christopher Columbus. For 15 points, Article 51 of which charter recognizes the right of self-defense?
Clear Brook, Amy.
The United Nations Charter.
United Nations Charter against armed attack, and so forth. For 20 points, what Jewish patriot who lived in the 2nd century B.C. was the subject of an oratorio by Handel?
2 minutes left.
2-minute warning has been given.
Bellaire, Bert.
Samson.
It was not Samson.
Clear Brook, Amy.
Abraham.
No, his name was Judas Maccabeus. For 20 points, what beautiful fictional blonde of the jazz age had a voice full of money?
Clear Brook, Chris.
Daisy Buchanan.
Daisy Buchanan and the Great Gatsby. For 20 points, I have a 15-pointer. Music question. Listen to this excerpt from a piano concerto and name the creator whom Franz Joseph Haydn called the greatest composer.
Bellaire, Michael.
J.S. Bach.
Not Bach.
Clear Brook, James.
Beethoven.
Not Beethoven, Mozart, his 21st piano concerto. For 15 points, this device combines the functions of voltmeter, ammeter, and ohm meter.
Clear Brook, Chris.
Multimeter.
And it's called the multimeter. Well done. For 20 points, name one of the 3 major proteins in plasma.
Clear Brook, Victor.
Hemoglobin.
Not hemoglobin. Good try. Bellaire, can you take it? One of the 3 proteins in plasma. That would be albumin, fibrinogen, and globulin. For 15 points, what was significant about the certain pirate ships called corsairs?
Clear Brook, Victor.
They would raid. There were French ships that would raid English shipping.
No, you got choices, Bellaire. Looted on land only, government sanctioned, not wind driven, in Blackbeard's fleet, or sailed by freed slaves. Corsairs.
Bellaire, Michael.
Government sanctioned.
They were indeed. For 15 points and for 20 points, what is the term for a territory belonging to one country but lying within the boundaries of another? The Portuguese colony of Macau is an example. 20 points on the line.
Bellaire, Bert.
Time is up. The answer is on play. And you heard the sound. The game is over. The final is 255 Bellaire, 385 for Clear Brook. The winner, Clear Brook High School. That means Clear Brook against Klein Forest in the championship match next week. Don't miss it. I'm Chip Beal. So long, everybody.
Join us again next Saturday when 2 more Houston-area teams compete on the Texaco Star Academic Challenge.